What's up everybody? 3-Minute Friday. Short videos like this, maximum information in the shortest amount of time. Let's get this done. Today we talk about aiming or aiming. With bow and arrow would mean what Olympic archers do, what gap archers do. They come to their certain anchor point and then they still use the tip of the arrow to aim. So they have then the gap, let's say at 20 meters. If I would aim now at the center, I would hit the center. If the target is closer, I need to know how further down I have to point. If the target is further away, I need to know how high I have to point. So this is for me aiming, when you use something on your weapon or on your item, or when you use your hands or whatever to aim. We simply don't aim, we point. I point at the camera lens, not I aim at the camera lens. I shoot Mediterranean, my middle finger comes to the corner of my mouth, but I aim now with my right eye and I aim over the arrow to the tennis ball. Okay, you see that? So, and now I bring the tennis ball exactly on the tip of my arrow, middle finger is at my mouth. And this is what happens when I simply point with my left hand to the tennis ball, like I want to show you. Look, there's a tennis ball. I bring the middle finger to my mouth, I shoot to the tennis ball. It's the same when I shoot thumb release. I can aim with the tip of the arrow. I point again with my draw hand, bring the anchor point, and I shoot. One eye and I aim. Look, middle finger comes to my anchor point. And now I bring the tip of the arrow exactly in line with the tennis ball on the target. And what do you hear? Nothing. I shot the backstop. I look with two eyes to the tennis ball and I point there. Middle finger to my mouth and I let go and I hit the target. Thumb release the same. I aim with the arrow and shoot way over. Now I point at the target, anchor point, boom, I hit the target. So you have the target, you have the tip, and you have the end of the shaft. These ones you bring in line. This is what you can do, but you don't aim with the arrow. You simply look down and line all 3 points up. The other thing is you still need to know the height. This is simply a matter of practice that you know, okay, there, boom. So you can use in your peripheral view the arrow to align. You don't look really at the arrow, you simply glance down quickly. Is the arrow aligned to the target? But you don't stop at the tip of the arrow. You look and you focus always on the target, not on the arrow. Focus or defocusing. Try this once. Look at the tip of your arrow. Focus on the tip of your arrow with two eyes. And you see the tip sharp, but you don't see the target. The target is completely blurry, so how do you know where you shoot? You need to look at the target, otherwise you miss it. Don't focus on the tip of the arrow, we focus simply directly on the target. And we align, even here when I shoot Mediterranean, you see, of course, the arrow in your peripheral view. I don't look at the arrow, but you still see the arrow. You see it from here, there, and you project the line to your target. But you don't look at the arrow, or you look at the tip and you start aiming. You simply align this. So I see the side movement, I align it, and that's why we tilt the bow and we have the middle finger in the corner of the mouth, because the arrow is directly under my eye, under my right eye. When I hold the bow like this, the arrow is not under my eye. Then it's tough. Then I shoot too far to the left. Roughly the same with thumb release. You point there and then you simply check, is my side alignment here? Is the arrow aligned to the target? And then you let go. You look there with two eyes, you see the arrow in a glance and you know, okay, it's aligned or it's not aligned, and then you let go. And then the arrow doesn't go too far to the right because you get used to it. But don't aim with the arrow. That's why we say we don't aim, we only point at the target. But you use as a guidance the length of the arrow, and you project this line then with your imagination to the target. You don't aim. Gap shooting, you aim with the tip of the arrow, and then of course you need to know how much lower you have to aim that you hit the target. Then you have this, what they call split vision, and this is what most probably is kind of what we do in instinctive archery. You look at your target, but you still see the arrow and you shoot. So you don't look on purpose at the arrow. Even when you shoot thumb release, you don't look at the arrow and line it up. It's more this, you look at the target and you see everything in the target picture lined up, but I don't look down at the arrow. But you need to overcome this need for control. There is no control, it's instinctive, intuitive. How do you throw a stone? Do you look at the stone or do you look at where you want to throw it? This is the whole magic about it. With bow and arrow, of course, you have everything, your target picture, you see the bow, you see the arrow, and you align all this, but you still don't look at your bow, at your hand, or at your arrow. Still look at your target and you let go. Thank you for watching. I hope that was helpful. Catch you in the next one.